Maul Shadow Lord is the latest animated Star Wars show, this time obviously focusing on the Sith Lord Darth Maul. Set during the early days of the Empire, this show sees Maul trying to rebuild his criminal empire after the Clone Wars. But matters get complicated when a combination of the authorities, two surviving Jedi, and the Empire get involved. Now Maul has to navigate this perilous situation and try to survive to fight another day. Darth Maul's character was kind of a blank slate in his debut in The Phantom Menace in 1999, but since his resurrection in the Clone Wars in 2012, Maul has become one of the more interesting characters in the Star Wars saga, having a major role in Star Wars Rebels and an appearance in Solo. This first season fills in his story, showing how he ended up in that position after the Clone Wars. The show looks at Maul at a low point and shows why he keeps going after being kicked down so many times. This idea is explored very well in my favourite episode of the season, The Creeping Fear, which goes into Maul's backstory, showing his hellish training under Palpatine, the separation from his family, losing his legs, and then his brother to Palpatine in the Clone Wars. The show is at its best when it delves into Maul's motivations. Sam Witwer is good as always as Darth Maul, manages to strike a fine balance between sympathetic and sinister. But this isn't a one-man show, we also get a new cast of interesting characters. Wagner Moura plays Brandon Lawson, a police officer who comes into conflict with Maul and later the Empire. The show deals with the criminal underworld of the galaxy, and he's basically the normal detective you see in other TV shows or films, complete with a son who doesn't get to interact with due to his work, plucked into the middle of a Star Wars story, and he surprisingly fits. Moura also gives a good performance here as well. We also have two Jedi Order 66 survivors, Devon and her master Iko Diodaki, respectively voiced by Gideon Adlon and Dennis Hainsbert. They serve as good parallels to Maul as they are both Force users forced to go on the run. Devon and Maul's relationship is also interesting. Their master and apprentice relationship feels like a dark mirror to Anakin and Ahsoka's from the Clone Wars. Devon is a young Padawan like Ahsoka with a bit of a rebellious streak, but unlike Ahsoka, she doesn't have temperament to control them, thus susceptible to the dark side and Maul. You can also see parallels between other mentor-mentee relationships like Hunter and Omega in The Bad Batch, or even The Mandalorian and Grogu. I'm interested to see how that relationship develops in Season 2. The animation of the show is probably a highlight for me. Managing to evolve the style originated from the Clone Wars, the show has a painterly look. Now I do have a complaint, I do feel like we don't get to fully explore the setting, that would be the planet Genex, enough. While there have been other scum and villainy hives in Star Wars, I do wish we saw more from this one. Maul Shadow Lord is a good character study on how someone like Maul could survive for this long, with a great supporting cast and animation to boot. Maul as a character doesn't lose his edge and is given moments to still be a little bit villainous. There's also a great supporting cast that flesh out the story, and the animation is probably one of the best things I've seen on TV this year. The show is available to watch on Disney+. Like what you see here? Then please subscribe to my YouTube channel so you can get more Watch This Space, but also other things such as my short films. Please remember to like and subscribe to the videos you just watched. And also, please check out The Orange Bin, my blog, where I have write-ups of my episodes here, which with links to sources that I mention on the show. Also contains some of my old blog posts if you want to see what else I used to do back in the olden days. So please remember to check out my blog and like and subscribe to my YouTube channel.